Welcome to the Raw Surf Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Willie Q. The other host is David Pritzker. And our guest today is the one and only Skye Adams.
Glasshouse. Yes. Golf clap. Yeah, stoked to be here.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Welcome, Skye.
Let's do it.
Welcome. We haven't done this before. This is our first time doing this. So I just want to add that, because David told me not to do it. Just kidding.
So in today's episode, guys, we've got Skye here.
Hello, guys.
What's the name of your company, Skye?
My company's name is Glasshouse Surfboards. We basically hand build custom surfboards over on Merritt Island.
Nice.
Cocoa Beach proper, but Merritt Island is where the shop is at, and everything is done in-house.
Now, how did you decide or want to become a shaper?
I was basically hit by a car when I was younger.
Okay.
Kind of taken out of the surfing game, so I went from wanting to surf and basically to not being able to.
To producing the surf.
Yeah, my dad saw it and kind of helped me out basically with
Cool.
with getting the foundation going, getting the planers, getting the tooling, and just to start making a few boards. And that was when I was about 14, and I'm 39 now, so
Whoa.
little time in there.
Yeah, almost 20 years.
Yeah, but
My dad told me to get a job at Denny's.
Yeah, but not only at Denny's, you know, to be the manager of Denny's. let's not forget that
Let me
story,
be honest,
which
right now,
you've never heard.
The pay grade is probably slightly higher than building surfboards, so I can't really blame
50 hours a week.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, hey, I want you to be a soldier, but you're in the base.
Yeah.
Part, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you're not a grunt, just be the medical guy.
I mean, it would have been cool if my dad was like, yeah, you should go to the military.
Would you have
Do
done it?
something.
No, not that time.
Not at that time, not never. I unfortunately, when I graduated high school, I joined the Navy.
But
Good though, good service.
necessarily
Good
after that happened, I basically took it on and I was like, okay, well, I guess I want to build surfboards for a living now.
Yeah.
And took it from there and basically traveled all over the world trying to learn, working as a shop kid, lowest levels possible, watching all the older guys do what they do. And now I consider myself a hand shaper, which is, a weird title, as we were talking about when we were outside. It's like no one really hand shaped 10 years ago.
So you used to follow those guys around?
Yeah, no, I used to actually work under them in every...
Who's your favorite hand shaper growing up?
Right now, growing up, there's so many guys that I looked up to, but
Yeah.
there was definitely Dick Brewer, and beyond that, I came from a high performance background, where it's my favorite surfers were Matt Archibald and Christian Fletcher and stuff, so I always looked up to guys like T. Patterson.
I came from a no performance background.
Alright. But it was kind of weird because I went from that really high performance oriented surfboard to twin fins, which basically has become my life and kind of what I think works best for this area.
So it's Glasshouse Surfboards, is that right?
Yeah, Glasshouse surfboards.
Yes.
And specializing in twin fins.
Pretty much, and longboards too.
Twin finnies are my favorite.
Let's not leave out longboards just because I like to run the gambit of eras. I like to do everything.
But on a longboard day, if you have a really thick twin fin, you could ride it.
Yeah, no, you could, but that's where it's nice to have options, and here especially.
I like the longboard option.
David does the surf lessons and everything, so he knows most of the time if you have a longboard, you're surfing.
For the lessons.
Yeah, surf photography.
I'm so impatient. I just don't have the patience to do the lessons.
No, my respect, dude, because honestly, I can't be on the beach for that long.
Those instructors that are spending the times with the kids and the surfers that are learning,
Sure. It's a different animal.
Yeah, they have some patience.
I know they do for sure.
That I just don't have as a photographer.
So we started the shop about 3 years ago.
Sweet.
And it's been in different incarnations. We started in Satellite Beach. We moved up here to an actual house, which is why it was called Glasshouse, was it was an old house in an industrial area. And that's kind of just the background on the name. It was everyone kind of thinks, oh, people who throw stones shouldn't live in glass houses. It was actually, I had a house.
What if it's plexiglass? It ain't gonna break. If it's plexiglass, it ain't gonna break.
Yeah, no, exactly. But also in our industry, just because everything nowadays has become there's, it's kind of cool to have that name because we're going up against Goliaths.
Right.
And
everybody likes surfing glassy waves.
Sure.
Glassy waves are my favorite.
Of course.
Over offshore.
No, and it was a way for me to kind of come in and not be like, I had a name in surfing. My old company was called Skye, and I definitely did my work for other guys, but it was a way for me to come in neutrally and not just be like, well, this is Skye's House of Awesome Surfboards. It kind of sounds dorky when you
Sky's
say
the limit.
But when I was like, okay, well, what can I say? Something that like people might be more accepting to. I was like, Glasshouse. It's kind of got a little canny connotation to it.
I love the word glass.
Yeah.
To be at the end of your name.
Where in the world? You said you've been all over the place.
I worked in Hawaii, California, like professionally, and
Wait, Hawaii, California?
Yeah, well, both of them.
Oh, Hawaii and California.
Hawaii and California.
You said Hawaii, California,
well, no,
like it was a place.
See, it's like when you're on the Vagabond World Tour, like when you're going, like you start in Hawaii and then kind of work your way back to Cali in summertime, and really work your way back east as fall comes in, and that's when we start building boards here.
Falcon.
Fall.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Falcon? Falcon. I am the wordplay genius, okay? That's how the word falcon came from.
But
hence Volcom.
That's it's been an interesting path just because now I'm specifically trying to build designs for Florida.
Cool.
And it's a weird road.
And we're fishy, bro.
Yeah, no, we are.
Florida's fish.
Different kind of animal.
Fish is
Florida. It is, and I mean David has seen firsthand. Like I took one of the, I think that was like a 5'6", 38-liter board into Typhoon.
Wow.
And ended up having like a blast on it, dude. Because I mean,
that's good though. 38 to 5'6".
Everybody else wants to.
We're gonna have another Typhoon Lagoon event here soon too, guys.
And thank you to Seminole Chiropractic Clinic for the last one. It was an amazing.
That's right, Dave
experience.
Jenkins with the Seminole Chiropractic.
They were super cool about it, and it was rad to get in the pool and do the whole thing.
I'm a firm believer in chiropractic work.
We've got Corey Howell here. He's rad. The shred doctor. To work with him a little bit on boards.
Bro.
Hope he doesn't mind.
Yeah. You can't do the Corey Howell bit with. We did it 3 times. Corey Howell, but
He is.
I love Corey Howell, bro.
He's keeping the spine straight. All that good stuff.
Corey's gonna also come on the show too.
He's always super cool when I see him, dude. I love Corey.
Rips on top.
Yeah, rips. He's a shred doctor for a reason, bro.
No, for real.
He doesn't just get that name, and he's not. He's the fucking face of fucking Ron John. Dude.
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. If you're out in the Satellite Beach area, that's a guy to see.
Call me Ripper.
If you're in the Orlando area, Dave Jenkins with Seminole Chiropractic.
For sure, in Orlando.
Yeah,
definitely.
He's right there.
He's a rad dude.
Yeah.
So that was the experience, and it was just kind of cool because it was like, up to that point, I have to thank you because as ridiculous as it sounds, like I don't have any pictures of myself surfing. Like I literally had a shop owner hit me up and be like, "Stop posting the pictures. We've seen them enough."
I don't want David to take pictures of me.
I know.
I don't want pictures of my bad surfing.
It was an experience, but like I said, I've been using it to get a little mileage out of everything, and I appreciate it.
That group at Typhoon was awesome.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
I didn't know what to expect with the surfers when they come through and get in front of my lens, but this guy's ripping.
I appreciate it, man.
In
Thank
front
you.
of your
It was a blast.
Hey, he was out in front of my lens. Get in front of my lens.
You had to be there, Willie. You had to be
there. What about behind your lens? What about behind your lens, man?
Well, that's me.
I know, dude.
I'm behind the lens.
When you take a picture in front of your lens, you take a picture of many things. It's a surfer, but it's also a wave. It's a fucking fish. It's also many things.
The scene.
Maybe there's a leaf. Maybe there's a fly.
What do they call?
It's many things, okay?
What do the kids call it? The aesthetic.
Yeah, the aesthetic.
The Riz.
So, Skye, what kind of boards you got in right now?
Right now, I'm working on a lot of twin fins. Fortunately, I've had a lot of business lately.
Nice.
Just got inundated with orders. I went from being like, oh, okay, well, what am I going to build, to kind of being told what I was going to build. And that's honestly the best position I could be in.
Well, yeah, because you're trying to make money.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, it's my...
Don't tell me what to build. Buy this. No, motherfucker. I want you to change this part and then I'll buy it.
Yeah, it is a weird way to try and make surfing your life to make a living off of it, but I've been fortunate up to this point to where it's like kind of supplied me an existence, albeit a weird one.
But you've shaped specific boards that people love. And
and that's what I work on a lot. I try to actually custom tailor every board to the customer, and from there.
But what's your like? Oh, it's your fish, your twin fin fish. That's your best favorite board to shape. Is what we said earlier.
Twin fins
So,
again.
and the long boards,
and
correct?
Small boards.
We got
long boards too. Yeah.
We got this ding repair kit sitting here. And,
Yeah, Dave just hit his knee when he got up, so.
Ding knee. Use some ding repair. But Skye, you do ding repair at all?
I do. These kids are good. They are.
No, he just shapes boards.
Yeah, no.
And what if he dings it while he's shaping it? He calls a ding repair guy. Hey,
It's like-
hey guy, can you come over here and fix
Yeah,
this?
no,
Of course,
it's like-
it's part of the whole process.
He might not want to do that.
You're getting a whole slab
I'm familiar with the ding kits.
You're getting a whole
but
slab and re-dinging it to your weight.
Some of the shapers don't want to offer ding repair.
a lot of us don't, and there's a reason for that though, and it's a lot of things that the customers can't see. Just because when you bring dirty boards into an actual clean surfboard factory, it presents its own problems. And then also working on stuff that other people built. I have no issue. I know my construction. I know how to fix it. But when someone comes in with something from overseas and goes, "Oh, just fix this,"
Can you imagine if
you have to have a certain almost speciality to it and an attention to where, I'm going to be honest, man, I just feel like I would rather be designing boards and painting. So it's not so much that I don't think ding repair is the right way, but I think that there are specialists in that department.
That makes sense.
And
Like
those
a
are the
like a
guys
doctor.
you should use. Yeah, exactly.
But-
and these things
but
come
you're not
in handy.
creating
Right.
the child.
Right,
You know,
right.
you're
But
just
these things come in
fixing a
handy, but
different job.
also...
Creating children?
Well, that's what he said.
In some
He
way.
said about creating boards, and then
some
people want to
way.
fix his only board.
in
I was
some
like,
ways,
what if it's a baby?
Well, yeah,
it's our only baby.
It's a baby.
We're
That was
missing.
on Willie's mind. Everybody.
No, we're talking about
Well, no,
babe repairs.
again, I had said this at another
Hey.
point. These things are also kind of dangerous because a lot of people don't understand that you're not supposed to take and mix them improperly. And
So this is not a cement cup.
no, that
Okay,
is
second.
not for that
It's not a
sort
shot
of
glass either.
Exactly. It could
Yeah.
be.
Well,
It will-
do
it'll be
you
the
want
last
the
shot
shot glass
glass.
to be before or after a
The
cement cup?
last shot
I
glass.
want, I want the first shot and then the last shot is the semen, right?
But
Don't
as
drink the resin, guys.
As somebody that works with resin, I highly recommend finding someone that's a specialist with it. A lot of guys I know hit me up and they're like, dude, I tried to do a repair in my living room with a ding-all kit and I'm getting evicted. And I'm like, yeah, like that will happen. And besides that, if you...
Man, next time you're gonna do it, call me over and I'll be like,
Exactly.
whoa!
And that's
It's like the cheapest $8 you ever get.
I
you know?
can tell you with
God.
confidence that every surfboard factory I have
Well,
ever
you're not
had...
supposed to get high on this
What?
stuff.
Every surfboard
Why not,
factory... No,
dude?
this is a fact.
Hey, you
This
gotta
is a
get
fun-
something out of it, bro.
This is a
Like,
funny...
I'm just not building surfboards.
This is a
myself.
funny story.
I'm trying
Every
to get high,
surfboard factory
you know?
I've ever
I
had,
don't know.
I've looked at the door
Oh,
when
I
I'm
know.
glassing,
Sorry.
and there is a homeless guy standing there getting high off the fumes that are coming off of the boards that I'm glassing.
Yeah,
He owes you
almost,
money.
It's almost without fail. It has happened in Jensen Beach, Satellite Beach, Cocoa Beach, Merritt Island. Like, I'm glassing with a respirator on, like, you know, masked up, gloves,
They owe
shoes
you
on, everything.
$1.25.
And you look
Charge
over
him.
by the door.
Yeah.
No, I really should.
Yeah, yeah.
I look over
There
by
you
the
go,
door,
$1.25.
and there is just vagrants by the door, just like, like, getting into it. I mean, it's a funny story, but
Man, he
it's
makes the best boards.
yeah, exactly.
What?
So-
have you ever read them? No, but
If that
man.
gives you any indication as to what this stuff can do to, and also I'm a living example
Kids,
as to what
stay
resin
in
can do.
school.
Stay in
Hold on, let me
school.
see. Hold on.
Don't huff
Whoa,
resin.
hey,
resin. Willie,
you don't want to.
That's not a good.
You do want to do this. No, you don't want to do this. I'm just kidding.
OSHA's gonna show up.
OSHA. The ocean is not going to show up unless there's a hurricane, and the ocean isn't going to go over us.
Either that or the satellite police fire department. One of the
Yeah, and it was fucking this guy's shit, not mine. It wasn't mine, man. Okay, I was just trying. I was just trying to sniff it. Okay,
it's not drugs, man. It's resin. It's resin for your surfboard.
But no, that's one of the jokes that I say a lot, and I think, just to give you some idea of the business and the aesthetic, a lot of people see the like anti-soft top and the always high on resin fume sort of stuff. I'm kind of playing into the industry,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And like I think a few people have kind of gotten the wrong idea about me because I do argue with the people about the soft top stuff,
Yeah.
and it's like it's a way for me to not like have a protagonist that's someone else trying to make a living in surfing.
And when
You
I
know,
go
if that
skydiving,
makes any sense.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
get it.
kind of like, it's just something that we can kind of poke at. And it's like, of course, every board has its place. Soft tops exist for a reason, that sort of thing. But It's
good to learn with.
Yeah, no, it's great to learn with, but I wanted to say that because I've become.
Because we didn't grow up with soft tops.
No, I know, but besides
that's what you want to say
like,
because this is bullshit.
locally, I've become known as like the anti-soft top guy, and it's not something that I'm like,
Soft tops have their place,
They
y'all.
do, they do.
Are you anti-soft top?
No.
No?
No, I'm not into any board. You got a surfboard, soft top.
You're
foamy.
surfing. No,
You got a
that's
skimboard.
That's it.
You got a longboard. You got a stand-up paddleboard. I don't care. You're out in the water. You're having
What if
fun.
you got an ironing board, bro?
That's my thing, okay? Now here's what...
Ironing! It's
not
as thick as
to
ironing.
No, not to interject,
You
but
said ironing.
the funniest thing is I started my shop literally off 3 ironing boards. And the whole thing is, if you take an ironing board, flip it upside down, it becomes the most impressive surfboard rack that you have ever had. If you got to fix a ding, if you got a glass board, if you got to actually
If you got a ding to fix.
de-wax something, whatever, take an ironing board,
You learn something
flip
new.
it upside down, you actually have a rack where you can de-wax, fix dings, glass boards. You can do almost anything on
That's
an
pretty
ironing
cool.
And then ironing your stuff is going to work.
Yeah, no, it's it's funny, and that's
And get high while you're ironing.
the
Because
way
of the hotness
the way that
of
you
the
can
iron
tell
would
my shop in
act-
Merritt Island is it's sort of funny is because there's 3 ironing boards out front. So if you're ever driving by the Merritt Island Airport and you happen to just see an ironing board literally in front of a shop that doesn't fit, it's actually my rack for drying stuff.
This could have been like a 3-hour podcast.
There you go.
This could have been a 3-hour podcast.
But no, it's just sort of that. I've always did that. And I actually meant to run some shirts, but of course, things happen.
Yeah, so that's really cool. You've been all over the place. You've been in Hawaii, California, Costa Rica.
And then I've been fortunate. I've shaped
In Florida.
Yeah, Florida, of course, and shaped in a bunch of tributes.
Nice.
Ben Aipa's tribute 2014 in California, and then I did Greg Lower and Ron Heavyside, both Florida guys, by the way.
That's really
So-
rad.
You did Greg Lower?
I did Greg Lower's
That's
tribute,
really rad.
which was rad, and we got an opportunity to actually
Who's
go
the
in
other guy
there.
you did?
There was Ben Aipa, Greg Lower, and then Ron Heavyside, the founder of Nomad. Nomad Surf Shop, because those guys are really good
Did
friends.
you get out there during the hurricane?
I did. I went out Friday and Saturday, and I kind of psyched myself out, and I think I'm getting some hell from people, basically, because I made a post that was like, that was overblown, and it got a bunch of reactions, but at the same time, no, I know, I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And that's kind of,
This one was a mixed bag.
It was. Sunday was excellent.
Willie and I are going to do another surf forecast soon.
Yeah, we're going to do the surf forecast for no waves.
That's what we need.
We're going to also have another surf trip coming soon. So
Which I'm not going to go.
Why not?
What? I don't know.
We're going to do a surf trip to Cocoa Beach. You can go on that one.
A surf trip to Cocoa Beach?
Yeah, we're actually
I
doing
can
that too.
surf trip, walk to my...
We're right here.
No, for people from out of state, but we're going to do a surf trip to Cocoa Beach. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to be there. I don't want to be part of it.
And, all right, and for you guys who are interested, we're going to be going to El Salvador again in October.
From here, you can walk from here and go with David.
Yeah.
You can walk to the beach.
Place, dude.
Yep, we go there. We work with Vaquero. He's a legend.
Yeah, the savior.
Shreds.
If you're going to El Savior, El Salvador, it means he's going to save you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Save us from a lack of waves.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
How about
From not getting buried.
What if she's the Salvador? What if she's the Salvador?
And,
Well, her to save you, not him.
And then we're going to have another episode coming with Michael Vaughn. He's an awesome surfing attorney, and his friend Lee, who I believe
But not Vince
real
Vaughn.
estate.
Not Vince Vaughn, the actor, not that guy.
And
Michael Vaughn.
let's see what else.
Vince Vaughn is taller than Michael Vaughn.
What else is
Right?
coming up?
I don't know. Good question.
Typhoon Lagoon was awesome.
Typhoon was epic.
Yep.
No, and if you haven't done it, it's one of those things where like I tell everyone, like
it's not
group
really
up
the
and do
ocean.
it.
Yeah, we're doing it again soon.
Some guy said he had slots open for Surf Expo. I've got nothing to do with it, but
Yeah, if you want to pay $323 bucks, contact that guy.
I told them, I'm like, you can get into that pool easier than you can get into Surf Expo. But
Yeah. last one, thank you, David Jenkins, for helping make that one
again,
happen.
yeah, that was epic.
Our next one is going to be rad and
bad.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
And not like a fad.
So if you want to order surfboards,
Nobody named Tad is
check
going to go.
out.
How does somebody order?
The easiest way to do it would just be to go on and actually email me through Glasshouse Surf Supply at gmail.com. Simple email address. Just put attention, inquiry, design, order, just so I know what's up. I get quite a few emails, so it's helpful to have some knowledge of what's coming in.
And I just started a new company called the Glasshouse.com.
So it's cat glass. It's what people say. We're saying it's quiet. People think it's quiet.
Because people can't.
They can't pronounce the Q right. Yeah.
They can't enunciate the way it is.
Quiet glass.
Cat glass. Cat.
Quiet.
It's like saying que, que,
¿Qué?
¿Qué está pasando aquí, bro? ¿Qué hola contigo, qué?
K is one.
Yeah, que hola, cat glass, okay?
K is Spanish for what?
Yeah.
Just in case you guys don't know.
And glass is Spanish for what it means in English, which is vidrio. So.
Yeah. But we're really grateful for everybody who stayed this long and put up with us.
Give me say this long. Holy moly! We've only been here 20 minutes, but we've actually been here 7 hours. Okay, this is the never-ending podcast. That's what's gonna be the name of it. What do you think, right? The never-ending podcast.
I'm happy.
Hey,
This one worked out.
We'll see you guys. Yeah, it always works out. We'll see you guys next time on the Raw Surf Podcast. My name is Willie Q. There's David Pritzker.
Yeah.
And don't forget to say goodbye to the one and only.